Hold on. Needed my lighter. All right. So first off here on these 0-day calls, I really like to focus on the process that I go through to identify stocks. And, you know, I like to use the inside 4-hour setup. That's just a preferred setup that I like. And honestly, it derived from, I used to primarily trade 3-1-2s off of the 4-hour. That was probably the first 5 to 6 months that I was trading these 0 days like this every week. I was mainly doing off the 3-1-2s, and I just kind of expanded that to the inside setups. So it's, you know, it's the evolution. Sometimes you just pick up on things and notice but I really had this real heavy preference for the 3-1-2s over any other 4-hour setup. So yeah, I like to use the 4-hour as my time frame to target entries for these 0-day setups. The reason for that is because I like the movement when these trigger. I'm not looking for a scalp or a quick trade. Typically with these, I'm trying to get in something. Maybe I could be in there for an hour, maybe two. And if it's running good, maybe the morning session of the day. And then if it's just really smoking, then you get an all-day runner on a 0-day, and those are ones that, you know, they'll hit 2,000 or 3,000%. And we've had a few of those as well. You know, GM, SunPower. Yeah, so we've had some that have hit those that just went bonkers as well. But generally, our thought process is we're not looking to take trades under 100% tomorrow. That's the whole idea and the premise behind taking these 0-day trades. We're not going to trade on the riskiest day to trade on for a 30% or a 50% scalp. That doesn't make logical sense. I could do that on a Monday or Tuesday. So what I'm looking at here, minimum 100% trades. That's the low end. And so that's kind of the thought process. And I know for those folks that are new, that may seem a little crazy what I'm saying, but we do it every week. So, you know, like I say, it's just part of the process. What I will say is don't try to, I know, right? What I say is don't try to chase the high percentage plays, just chase the good plays, and the percentages take care of themselves. So, I mean, that's essentially what it is. And we're gonna get right into it. So first off, what I want to do just to kind of expedite the process is run an inside 4-hour scan. I know many of you have already been looking at setups for tonight or for tomorrow. So if you got tickers you're looking at with some good setups for tomorrow, drop them in the chat. You already know I'm gonna get through them all. So yeah, let's get the rocking and rolling. First one I'm gonna look at, just because it had a crazy gap up today, was DG. I think DG had like a little bit of a pullback in the afternoon, but what I've always said about these gap ups, when you have these like this, when it gaps up and then it might show red in the afternoon or something like that, it's really hard for me fundamentally to see it like going back to fill the gap back to the downside. The gap's too significant. So my expectation, you know, it may not be that it continues to like run up like it did today. It may go sideways, but I don't have an expectation it's going to fall, even though it is giving you potentially like that 2-1-2 down on DG. It's not one I'm going to alert to the upside, but I'm just letting you know, if it does pull down, it's not going to pull down very far. It might pull to this BF here around 217. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to point out DG. I know some folks been tracking that one. Well, let's look at GME. GME been going crazy as well. This is one that could go. Okay. So you got GameStop pimping, limping on the week. We're setting up for a 1-2-2 on the month next month. We got the inside 4. Not the strongest looking one, but we'll mark it. We'll just mark the level just to be aware. Yeah, I remember Boss Guy this morning was talking about he's beating himself up because he didn't get in it the day before. That ain't been smoking, boy. Just setting the alert level. And this is part of the process. We just gathering data. Ain't no final decisions right now. We're just collecting all the data. We don't know what we like yet. Next, let's keep it going. And I'm not gonna go through everything on this list. So y'all just gotta point stuff out to me. I'm gonna take a look at Tesla. I don't know what Tesla did today. Tesla right up under broad information. 700, huh? Pin down right up under that. Setup doesn't look bad. I don't like where it sits though. But with a bullish day, it'll blow through that. UAL looks good going into next week. Strong hammer. Nothing for tomorrow. What is this, lift? Yeah, I don't trust this setup on lift. It is giving you a strong 4 hour, but I'll mark it, but I don't believe it. Not with all that continuity to the downside. Do we want to mark it just for no bias purposes? But I think y'all know what I'm feeling about that one. Let's keep moving. We ain't got to the good stuff yet. All right. T Delta. See what Delta looking like. Outside. Woo. Woo, boy, some buyers came into that, didn't it? All right. Delta will go back in continuity at what price level? 42.95. Okay, yeah. Delta ain't got far to go. Oh man, this almost looks like a shooter here on Delta. Don't like that. I still feel like this one's gonna go 2 up on the day tomorrow though. The setup doesn't look very good, but 2 up continuation would be my thought. You can set this level here on Delta above 41.23, but it looks like a shooter candle. And my mind is telling me that it's gonna go 2 up tomorrow. So you could get like an outside 4 in the morning, potentially. We'll just have to see how things open up, honestly, with that one. All right, talk about Chewy. Take a look at Enphase and Chewy. Okay, Enphase looks like it's trying to reverse these macros. 322 setting up on the month. We've already got the weekly reversal. So we're getting bullish sentiment here. We had a strong day, a little bit of consolidation in the afternoon. This one could be good for a continuation tomorrow as well. You could catch that entry. Yeah, because the entry is like right at the high days. That's perfect. And again, we ain't made no final decisions. We're just collecting the data. All right. That SWN. You know, we know this one should be looking good. Yeah. Smoking. Looks like it came in contact with the BF. A little bit of a retracement. Okay. Similar deal with this one. We had a strong run, consolidation in the afternoon. Energy pushes up tomorrow, which we suspect it will. This one should go 2 up on the day as well. I just don't like small caps for the 0-day plays. That's the only thing. But yeah, SWN looks good. I didn't realize the stock price was what it was. Got Blink, BBBY. I would not do, I would not do BBBY. 2 down. So Blink is giving you a downside move after the strong day today. Still in a downtrend. There has been no reversal, just had a. So actually, this is a downside setup here for Blink. You got that 212 for the 4-hour. That's below $15. That's where it closed at. Shit. So $15.22. Below today's close is your entry tomorrow. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's keep it going. Those. A lot of setups that look alike. Yeah, Hallie. It just feels safe over here. I look at the chart. There's just a lot of green. It's just safe. Just feel comfort. It's feel money is over here. You don't feel the money vibrations? All right. This might be where I'm parked at tomorrow. Wow. Y'all know I'm a big Halliburton fan anyways. Might be a little partial. Check who say, hold on, you can't forget about me though. Say my name, Oxy Dental. You've been feeding the pack well. Man. There'll be a lot of opportunities out there tomorrow. Just got to stay focused on what we know to be true. Don't take the bait. All right. Charter. It's a lot of different tickers from just all over the place. Yeah, not taking that bait. Yeah. Nope. They got the oil ETF on here too. It's crazy. Okay. Man, see, I told you we hadn't got to the good stuff yet. Hold on. Let's see. Let's look at a couple more things first. MRO. It's giving us a shooter. I don't believe it though. Got DVN. It's fighting with this broad information. That's what created this wick on the 4-hour. Now I look for it to continue up and break through the BF tomorrow. I generally like it's a little bit challenging when they have to go through these BS because it can really affect the way the price moves. But nonetheless, you know, the sentiment is still is going up tomorrow. It's just when you don't have any BS in the way, get up out of there. And it's hot. All right. So here, got Devin. Got okay. Got Best Buy and Apple on here. Let's see what they looking like. Best Buy went and filled this gap. Gonna pull back after inside week. Let them have it. Apple looks like it's trying to push for a continuation tomorrow. Have to break the week about 149 though. So, okay, Apple could have a strong day tomorrow and still not break the week. So there's a potential Apple could still go up tomorrow, 2-up continuation on the day. I'm not gonna set it, but it doesn't look bad though. So yeah, just the setup alone, but I'm not gonna play it, but it could potentially go up. I ain't no hater. BAC XOP. BAC looks primed to go to continuation tomorrow. There ain't no setup on it though. I don't even know why it's on here. Okay. So XOP looks solid. It's gonna move a little bit slower than the others, but it doesn't have to go as far. So mindful of that. 151. Sheesh. Okay. All right. I think I've pulled enough. We still got a couple others. Well, just let me go into the chat first. Oh yeah. If you got a question, just say it so I can know to look at the chat. I'm going through the chat now. Oh, Jose, you talking about my broad informations? Yeah, they all valid, bro. I don't have invalid BFs on my charts. It's just a function of where price sits in relation to them right now. Like I draw mine off of all the outside bars. So again, you know, this is goddamn, this is strat 101 stuff, you know. But yeah, we go through all the outside bars. I only focus on the macros with my broad informations, week and up, and I color code them so that I'm aware of which time frame, you know, broad informations they are, because each of them have different strengths. Price reacts differently to each. So it behooves us to know which one is which and not have them all like the same color, and you ain't gonna know. You look at a daily broad information the same way you'll look at a yearly one, and you don't want to do that. So, but yeah, you know me, I'm drawing them off of the outside bars, but I draw them all. So there may be some that aren't relevant to price right now, though. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, I heard y'all talking about that KHC. How come I don't like small caps on 0 days? Because they weak as hell to me. Every time well, I don't want to say every single time, but I would say it's a probability, like a percentage wise, I'd probably say north of 90% of the time of the tickers that I've looked at for 0 days that I would consider that small cap territory. Just let's just say $10 or less on the stock price. I would even probably go probably 15, 20, but let's just say 10. They very seldom have the strength to do what we need them to do on the 0 days outside of like maybe getting to the first target. So when I say the 0 days, it's like I would prefer something that's going to have more strength behind it. That's all. Um, so not to say that they won't work, but when you combine that with option contracts, volume, and open interest, it's usually just not a good fit for the 0 days. The setups might be fire though, but there's just always an issue with the small caps. It never lines up perfectly with what I want to see. So I just kind of exclude them altogether now. I don't even want to waste my time putting in the time and effort to go and analyze all them contracts for those tickers, and then they don't never do nothing. I'm like, don't even worry about it. So all our big 0 day plays, for the most part, the majority of them have been large caps. And I think it just has to do with like when these things TTO, which they will, they just have enough buying pressure to keep going, sentiment strong enough to keep it going. Um, I don't know. With the small caps, I guess there just ain't enough strength to them. They just burn out to me. That's my loose rationale for doing that. Oh, you absolutely right, Blackjack. That's exactly right. Strata, PBR. Oh, PBR CLF. Let me take a look at it. Oh yeah, PBR looks good. We know we talked about it today, but yeah, we're looking for continuation on this one. Looks like it just came back and consolidated in the afternoon. I would expect for it to go two up again tomorrow, especially with the way the rest of the energy folks are behaving. All right. But again, if you're in long on PBRs, you straight. It's just the 0 days. You see what I mean? Like if you got a long contract on those small caps, that's different. But just for the 0 day, it's just I don't know. What I'd rather do with that, I'll just buy it next week or something if I wanted to, play it like that. For some reason, the 0 days just ain't a good fit. And there's always exceptions. Based on the charts, Strat, you got BFs in the way on CLF, whereas PBR does not. That's the real big difference between the two. And then obviously, PBR has more sector support, but CLF is in a great buy area. So you got a nice little quandary there. I'm gonna set the level though. $363. Uh-oh. That's a tough call, Strat. Oh, ZIM. Yeah, my main man Zim. Yeah, man, they looks like it's in the flag right now. I don't think it's gonna drop below lower than this low today. It's Zim is okay. I don't see anything negative with it. The problem is for tomorrow though. It may be one you want to just kind of monitor. Like if you're trying to play it for 0 day tomorrow, which is kind of like what's the purpose of the call today, I would say probably hold off or look at something long. Like if you took the alerts from last week and you sat through the corrective activity last week, then you should be straight now. I wouldn't add any 0 days to that unless you got that confirmed. If it pops, then yeah, but just based on the setup, it could continue to go sideways tomorrow. It could be another sideways day. It's not dropping though. I don't see it dropping. I don't think it's ready to go off yet though. And I haven't looked at any other technicals on it, so I don't know yet. I have to look. Let's see. Coke Boys, what's up, Mello? Coke, all these damn broad information. Okay. Only 43 on the call today. What y'all watching Curry tonight? What y'all doing? It's already a wrap. What is this? So yeah, Coke looks like just another sideways afternoon. I would
them picking balls patterns, man, scaring them away.
Yep. The inside week scared them away. So yeah, looked like it came to point of control and got stopped. That's all. It's just right up on the point of control. It's gonna have a little work to do to get back to higher day from today, which is at 64.96. That's a strong move for Coke. They could do it. I expect Coke to move up tomorrow. It could be a strong inside day. Just depends on how this thing opens up. The good thing is you right between the BF and the point of control. It's going to ping pong off of that BF and probably go off and head towards that $66 range. But that's going to be beyond Friday though. But it's setting up nice for next week. Yeah, it's getting up and kicking balls. Sure, I got it. See. KHC, then NLY. Whew. I'm trying to get this bounce off the BF. I see y'all trying to be tricky. I see y'all. That was nice though. That was nice. I like that. I like them kind of moves. Yeah, you got the rail strat set up on the day. Strong ass hammer too. I know a bunch of y'all got in there before it closed. I don't know if anybody was at the party, but I'll check that out as well. It looks good for reversal tomorrow. It looks solid. We're looking for setups for tomorrow only. We're not looking for long setups. Just to clarify for the new folks. NLY. So NLY is giving us the shooter on the 4. Huh. The way continuity is looking, it's just in conflict. So I mean, if you're just to play the setup, then you've got entry below $6.50. It's in conflict, so it's kind of one of those situations. I just leave it. I leave it alone. Yeah,
Hey,
it still
Reggie, I
got one.
jumped on.
Oh, go ahead. You good?
I was just gonna say I got on a little bit late. I don't know if anybody brought up Lyft, but Lyft got a nice
Yep.
inside 4-hour green
Uh-huh.
hammer. Okay, we went over that already. Okay, all
I'll
right.
run it real quick, but
All
yeah, bro, that was a fire setup. That was one of the first ones I pulled too. Yeah,
right, say less.
I got
Yes, I
you.
was definitely watching.
Yup, yup.
2-2 rev on the day, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, today, yep. And tomorrow be continuation. Shit. Yeah, great minds, great minds. You already
Right.
know.
Appreciate you.
Oh, yes, sir. Kellogg's. 2 down. Yeah. Kellogg's. It's probably gonna be fighting with this BF. Not sure I want to be there for that though. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna let y'all have that one. Nah, Kellogg's. Got a lot of inside weeks though. So that should be interesting. And we go to ET. ET should behave similar to the rest of these boys tomorrow. It just doesn't have the best looking setup. So if you're looking to take the trade, go ahead and set your target above whatever. What is this? Set your target to $11.67. If it initially opens below, which I doubt, just keep monitoring it because what you'll probably end up getting is an outside 4-hour on the morning candle. If it does go down initially, which again, I'm saying again, I doubt that happens. But in the event it does, it's still going to turn around and go up before the day's out. Like it's like energy is not going to go anything but 2 up tomorrow. So just a function of which individual stock's going to get the juice though. So those are the things we're going to have to discern tonight. But yeah, ET, I think it'll just get that sector support. However, you know, you got this broad information at like the $11.82 range. And the last couple times it's got there, it has gotten pushed back down. So just be mindful of that level. Oh, Elias, I don't use the 2-hour at all. So that'll be my explanation. I like the 4-hour better on these day trades and like 0 days. I don't trade on macros. Like I'm a swing trader, high time frame player. I don't like to operate in the ghetto too much, especially for entries. Like I can't take a date like an entry off of the day, like the close of today. I wouldn't try to take an hour or a 2-hour entry. Like taking an entry on a trade. That's the setups don't. That wouldn't be a good way to follow the setups, in my opinion. I like clean setups that I can get off of the breaks. If I was to do 2-hour setups with the way volatility is and the opening candles and the market and stuff like that, I wouldn't have enough price. It would blow through my targets and jump up and down. Like if I set targets on 2-hour, it would kill that every day just with the price action in the mornings. So just for me, I like the consistency. Anything below the 4-hour, I'm not going to take setups off of it. Those are like intraday for me. I use those for intraday, but not for nothing like this. Ain't nothing wrong with the 2-hour, but just saying for my preference and the success that we've had is the 4-hour. It ain't even no debate. HD. HD. HD has bullish sentiment in the short term. The afternoon candle just seems like consolidation. My expectation is that it will push up and go 2 up tomorrow. The setup doesn't give you that inclination, but then also just above your head, if it does get to moving tomorrow, you got to be up at around 308.40, 308.40 or something like that. Just be mindful of that. If it hits that area, that might be a target you want to exit. This is a 0 day, so that wouldn't be a bad move. That's a couple, what, 3%, 2.5%, something like that. So that ain't no bad move. Blue collar, what's up? How do I like to play the 0 days? Play a starter at first trigger, add, or play the whole thing at once? There's a couple ways I can answer that. I like to. I never like to go in with the full position, so I'll start there. But yeah, I typically go in with the starter position. Now, in terms of the adding, I like to. So for me, like I tell people on these 0 days, first 30 minutes, if you take an entry in the first 30 minutes, whatever, but let that first 30 kind of play out. So I'll take my starter entry, see how that plays out through that first hour. And then typically, as I tell people, I'm looking for relative strength. So I know we get all this stuff that gets this volatility that first hour, first 30 minutes. Everything's going whatever, everything, And then once that calms down, you might have the first pullback in that first hour. You're going to have stocks that don't get really pulled down, or you're going to see sectors that are just showing mad strength. So that's why we have to identify where the strength is before the day starts. They're not going to switch it up in one day. If anything, they would go like bearish to bullish, but they're not going to switch up like sectors in a day. So we know where the strength is. We know what's been winning. So I just try to make sure that I'm in the right ones with relative strength. Once it's really like that first hour. Once I get past that first hour, I'll load the boat. I'm loaded. Because what'll happen is sometimes I may take like two of the trades, or maybe 3 if I'm feeling frisky. And then I'll cut one if it ain't moving fast enough. I've had some that are going 100, 200%, and the others are going 20 and 30. I'll cut the 20 and 30. I'm like, man, y'all wasting my time. But yeah, I try to take the starter position, see how that first 30 minutes to an hour plays out, because I'm expecting for there to be maybe like a dip or a TTO of some sort. Once it does that and I got confirmed relative strength, I'm loading the boat. And it happens like clockwork every time. It was really fascinating. And then if you really, really get it, if you really, really hit the right one, oh my God, it's over. You sometimes can't add fast enough. But yeah. So yeah, still go with the starter, bro, because it's too risky to throw in that whole thing. You still gotta go with the starter entry. Now I will say I do I may go a little bit above 20% on my starter, because I don't want to add 4 and 5 times on the 0 day. I really only want to add like 2, maybe 3 times. Like one big add and then a top off. That's kind of what I'm thinking in my mind when I'm adding on 0 days. Because I need to be ready to exit. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be focused on still trying to add. So there's some nuance to it. CLX. Damn, CLX. Okay. CLX 2 up on the day. I see it doing that tomorrow. I know that's Paul's favorite ticker. I don't know if he's on right now. But yeah, we got afternoon consolidation, just like many of the other stocks in these across the board. Strong morning sessions came afternoon, had consolidation or a little bit of a pull down. It's actually quite annoying seeing that on so many different tickers, because last time we saw a bunch of sectors that didn't have no fundamentals, All these bullish setups, you saw what happened last time. They got wrecked. So expect some similar stuff to happen. Maybe not tomorrow, but expect something like that to happen again. All right, PFE. PFE, I would not, do not short this PFE, brother. Just word of advice, don't short it. It hit. I don't believe it's going down. It's a BF right there though, so it hit the BF and it reacted like it should off a BF. But I don't think it's got enough selling to push all the way down. Now you might be able to get like a little quick scalp out of it if you try. You know, I'm inclined. It's reversing to the upside. She's about to get up out of there. So, but yeah, there's always going to be short term, you know, downside moves. But yeah, that wouldn't be the situation I'm looking for that. I don't want to go against the grain. That one's clearly going up. Chunky soup inside on top of this broad information. All right. Okay, that's chunky soup. Again, got broad informations to deal with. Broad information be messing up them setups to me. Nike. All right. Excuse me. So here on Nike, not bad looking setup. 4 hour, again, like everything else, consolidation. This one's showing some strength. So Nike could do some things. Again, we're looking at 2-up continuation tomorrow on the day. I can see that as likely. Yeah, set your levels for Nike. I mean, it could be one that goes. Volume shelf, yeah. I'm gonna set the trigger myself. Hmm. 113.40. Oh dang! Shout out to that boy Dane with the Abiva. Yeah, this Luca right here, man. They trying to Luca us to the downside though, below 150.42, but it's gonna run it right into that BF at 149. That's about 60 cents away. So if it pushes it and Lucas it down to this BF, it's gonna turn right back around and bounce. But it ain't. I mean, obviously the upside though, if it did go above 152.15, that'd be great. So you can set the levels if you want to track it, but that's what I'm looking at based on the setup. J&J. J&J is flat. Flag, yeah. Yeah, it's just flat right now. I wouldn't touch it. Citigroup. Expect continuation tomorrow. You know how finicky the banks are, but it looks solid right now. 2-up continuation on the day is what I'm looking at. 4-hour continuation. What was this? 54.25. Okay. Hey, Lizzo, I take my entries on the 4-hour, then I drop down to the hour to watch them. Maybe the 30. Now, maybe if I get close to my target, like exit point, I may drop down to like the 15 or something, but I'm pretty chill because I'm looking at a target. So it's just going to that target, and I'm out. I don't even really have to see like what it's gonna do. Like the process that we go through, by the time we take these trades, we kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to do in terms of like price and behavior. So very seldom are we surprised. So so I typically do mine on the hour to 30. But some people they'll go down in the ghetto and do the trades down there too. The only thing with that is you will get stopped out in the ghetto because when you have that first pullback of the day, everybody gets out of their trade. And you think the trade's done because you're watching the 5:15 or something like that. But then if you look at the hour candle later, like at the end of the day, it's like that thing was green. Every candle was green the entire day. But you got out on the 15-minute TTO. And you got out at 100% when the trade went for 2,000. You ain't gonna do that no more. Like, nope, I ain't going in the ghetto no more. That'll learn your lesson real quick. Oh yeah, Van, that's what I like to hear. Absolutely. Yeah. Netflix looks solid. You know what? I had saw something about Netflix too. Netflix what did we hit on Netflix last year? It was like 700-800% on the 0 day. It wasn't this cheap though. 191. That's a nice looking setup though. I ain't gonna lie. -6. They gonna let everybody and their brother run tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah. That Flicky Flicks looking solid. Okay. Macros still look a little woozy, but still look good. Yeah, I'm scanning for the inside 4-hour setup for my 0 days. That's my first scan. I mean, like I guess for example, hypothetically, if I found nothing using this scan, then I would move on to other scans. But I think maybe once we've had to look beyond this inside scan for fire trades. We don't have to go very far. We got to process. You got to process, Lizzle. It's just like locked in now. You just follow the same steps every time. And everybody speaking the same language, everything. I'm technically not trying to add in the ghetto, blue collar, but after that first 30-minute, if I get like a continuation on the 30 or something like that, I'll add, or the hour. I'm trying to stay out of the ghetto, man. The ghetto. All right. Trying to keep me out of there, man. They be stopping me out in the ghetto, man, making me lose money. AT&T and Verizon. I don't know. I don't know why it reversed right here. I don't have any. I have to draw more BS because I don't have those on AT&T right now. Verizon. I don't even see why they got hung up today, but looks like Verizon's reversed reversing on the 4. It's like the day is next on as well. So that's what it looks like from a micro perspective. Don't know if that will be anything substantial though. It's like we're in full reversal mode, so that just may be a corrective activity. They've been smoking, so I would think that they're probably going to push up tomorrow. They just don't have good looking 0-day setups. My broadening formations are all macros. So the week time frame and up. There are like on certain 0 days, like yeah, I mean, because I can eyeball zero broadening formations. If say for instance I look at the day and I see something that could be in the way, then I might draw it. But so here's the thing with the broadening formations. Just because you're scalping or day trading don't mean you shouldn't draw the higher time frame broadening formations. They still there regardless. If I go to the 1 minute right now, or the 5 minute, them broadening formations still gonna be around. They ain't go nowhere. They still there. So just be mindful, like the time frames of the broadening formations is more important than the trade you're taking. You gotta have them broadening formations on there all time. Now I only add additional broadening formations if I'm gonna do some 0 days or something like that. But even then, when you tracking price action like we tracking price action, like it's real hard to like get caught up in that. Like you knowing where to enter, you knowing where to exit. I'm playing it to major BFs. I'm not worried about 30-minute or hour broadening formations or even the day. Like none of those really bother me except for on the 0 days. So like I said, if I see something that I need to draw, I'll draw it because I eyeball it. But I plot the course out beforehand. So tonight I'll be doing all that. Yeah, J&J, we took a look at that one. Yeah, so week, month, quarter, year are the time frames I draw them on. And then for special occasions, I'll go like maybe to the day and below. And that's for like an individual day trade or something. Like a 0 day. Yeah. Yeah, we did. We looked at J&J, it just looked flat to me. Yeah, looking for the inside setups. I enter on the 4 hour. And then after I'm entering the trade, like going in force, then I'll drop down to the 30 of the hour to monitor it. Yeah. But you got to have patience. If you don't have the patience to sit through the TTO and all that kind of stuff, then you know what I'm saying, then take it to the first target and get out. But for me, I'll get my 0 days and I'll go do something and come back an hour or two later. Like, you know what I mean? Like so you just gotta have the patience to like sit through it because it will TTO. That's why you gotta have enough. You just gotta have something in there to where you're not afraid to lose it because then that'll allow you to have the patience to sit through the entire trade. I've done countless one-on-ones with people where we've gone back over these 0 day trades and they planned it on the 5 or 15 and they got stopped out, and then they go back and look at the hour time frame that I was trading on, and it was green the whole day. So those are the things that you got to monitor when you're talking about these 0 days, like so just some nuance to it. Everybody may not have the personality to do it that way, so do whatever works for you, but eventually that's what I would recommend. Keeps the stress. Yeah, anything below like the 30 is the ghetto. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna take all your money, they're gonna shake you. As he said, M. Let's see what we got here on M. It's a lot of continuity. Not so much on the macros. Yeah, this one's going, yeah, this is continuation tomorrow. I ain't even looking enough. This one's going 2 up tomorrow. There ain't no setup, but it's going 2 up tomorrow. It's just continuation. If anything, just find you an intraday entry on a TTL somewhere. But yeah, this one going off tomorrow. Ain't no doubt about it. Now, what I have noticed is that we don't have, there wasn't much of like any kind of sector trends that I noticed. Did y'all notice? I mean, besides energy, we saw a lot of energy. PVR. Saw some Kroger. Yeah, I don't like that. That's pinched between two broad information. Yeah, we did MRO. MRO didn't have the best looking setup of the energies, but you already know, like it's sentiment. All of them in the sector should go green tomorrow. There shouldn't be. We just gotta figure out which one is gonna be the leader and the lagger. CVX. Yep, CVX is another one. Yep. Whew. All right, let's see what we got here. Two. $77. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna take a look at these last few tickers. I don't want to make the recording too long because then it makes it super long to download and buffer. Sideways. When I say something flat, that means it's going sideways. It ain't really picking no direction right now. Besides like little small incremental moves up or down, but overall it's still within a range. It's just flat. Mo. Yeah, the afternoon just took a lot of people down, but MO looks good again for continuation tomorrow. Oh yeah, for sure, Devin. Let's see, LH. Consolidate, man. It's probably like 80% of the tickets we looked at had the same looking setup. After doing consolidation, we're gonna see something tomorrow. They gonna crack some people's heads tomorrow. Too many different stocks from different sectors got the same looking setup. That's bait. I'm trying to get you into something that don't have no good fundamentals. 212 above 1338 on CCL. This one, NCLH probably has a little more room, but this one has, yeah, it's just got some turbulence. It just might have some stuff in the way on that one. That BF sitting up there. The BF is at what is this, $14? Right around 14. CCL is one of my biggest wins last year. Play a TTO. All right. It's a lot of damn tickets on here. We looked at a bunch. So I think right now what I'm noticing, and you know, say this with no bias. Obviously, we know the market's giving a lot of setups for tomorrow in sectors that haven't been doing too well this year. So that's one flag we just need to be mindful of. If we're playing stuff that's in any of those other sectors, be ready, be quick on the draw, quick with your trigger. However, we know the one sector that has been going off all year is showing us bullish signs for tomorrow, and looks as though it will continue its bullish activity that it has this week. So that is the one confirmed thing that I did see from these setups today, is that energy will continue its energy moves. It's giving us the setups. We got to play them, take advantage of them. There's a number of them. All of them do not have the best looking setups because that's how energy rolls. They don't give you the best looking setups. You just got to know what the hell is going on with energy and just get in it. So this is one of those situations. Outside of energy, I'm not sure I'm super confident about a whole lot of things. I did like the way those bank charts look. For the couple that we looked at, I think it was one on Citigroup that I really liked, Bank of America. So there were some couple outliers here and there that I thought was solid. I just didn't, typically I like to see like sector strength or like sector aggregation. So outside of energy, I didn't see that too much. I mean, I saw a couple here, a couple there, a couple staples, a couple industrials, couple like nothing, spread across. Maybe healthcare was like maybe a second, but so anyway, top of the list for me is going to be energy plays. I did like the CLF. There are a couple others. I'm going to put this list together and kind of filter these down. So all the tickers and alerts that we went over tonight, I'll be going through them. Obviously, they will not all make my watch list. But I will put out a watch list this evening with the breakdown with stocks I'm looking at for tomorrow. It'll be based on what we went over tonight. So with that, there ain't no more questions. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all have a good rest of y'all evening. And we're gonna get this chicken tomorrow. It's Friday. I got, what I'm saying? I got COVID, so I ain't got to do nobody messing with me tomorrow. So I'm ready. Nah, all right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'm gonna catch y'all in the morning or in the Discord. Catch y'all later. All right, peace.